Good morning. This is the podcast for HIT241, CPT coding. You see that there is a textbook and a code book required, as there is for all the coding classes. Each week, the format of the assignment schedule is basically the same, where the dates for the week are here on the far left. Your reading assignments are here under the read column. Most of the time, that's going to be in your textbook. Complete are the different things I want you to look at. There are PowerPoints for each chapter in the textbook that are located on the content page. I've created podcasts each week for you to watch and complete those things that are required. This first week you have a syllabus quiz, you have introducing yourself in the discussion board, and the first exercise. I especially want you to watch the introduction to the CPT codebook here. As I say in my note, it was recorded with the 2017 codebook, but everything in it is the same. We use the same podcast from semester to semester because we must transcribe them after we have recorded them. It's quite labor intensive, so we try to use the same ones and just do some annotations on the screen when possible. As you may recall, if you've had me before, I like to use answer keys in my courses so that students have immediate feedback, especially true in coding, I think. So what you will do is complete your exercise once you have submitted it to what used to be called a Dropbox. Now it's just called assignments. Once you have submitted it to assignments, then the answer key is released on the content page for that week. You will grade your work and then submit a graded document. Instructions are found with each exercise. In week 3, we have our first exam. This one covers chapters 1 through 3. The exams have multiple choice, true, false, and fill in the blank. Fill in the blank is when I'm asking you to find a code. I'll give you a scenario or a procedure, and you're going to actually find the CPT code there. Other times I give you choices of CPT codes for you to choose the answer from. Other times it's a true, false. Most of the exams are multiple choice because when you take the National or HIT exam, and if you choose to take the Certified Coding Specialist or CCS exam, these are all multiple choice. Then we continue in week 4 with podcast and assignments. It's the same format from week to week. Whenever you ask a question, I want you to tell me the path that you use to try to find the answer. That's going to start with the term that you've located in the index and then the range of codes that you were sent to in the body of the CPT codebook. I do that so that I can tell exactly where you were going and where you may have made a wrong turn. The inclusion of your path is true whether you actually post it in discussion board, which I hope you will because it helps your classmates, or if you call me, you still have to tell me. I don't have office on campus, but I will happily call you. If you will send me an email and give me your phone number, I will call you from my home phone and answer your question. When we get to our final in week 16, it does cover the entire book, all chapters. You will see some of the same items that you've seen on exams throughout the semester. I encourage you, when you take your exam, look and see what you got wrong and where you went wrong, because there's a chance you're going to see that same item again in the final exam. So I want you to understand where you made your mistake. If you have any questions, please post them in discussion board, or as I said, send me an email, I'll call you. And I wish you the best of luck as we go through this semester. CPT coding, some students think it's harder than ICD. I think it's more challenging than ICD because there's so much reading. The guidelines above and below these codes, you really have to read them in order to choose the correct code. In ICD, you've got your guidelines at the beginning of the chapter, and then you have some inclusion notes or instructional notes around your codes, but not quite as much reading as you have in CPT. So I think it's more difficult, but it is still, if you're good at one, you're going to be good at the other. So I wish you luck, and if you have any more questions, please let me know. Have a good day.